Welcome, race fans. We are back tonight with the NSRA Manning Electric Super Speedway Series, running the Xfinity cars here at Talladega tonight for the second race of their brand new season. So we have nothing on tap for the rest of tonight or tomorrow here on MaxSpeedTV. So let's take a look at the race analytics. 79-degree air temperature, 119-degree track temperature. Wow, that's amazing. 70 laps are turning tonight. That's 186 miles. And tire window, about 40 to 70 laps. We'll probably see some guys doing two tire changes on pit stops here. Sure. Fuel window, running 50% fuel with only about 18 to 22 laps on a tank of fuel, depending on if they're in the front or in the draft. And pit road speed, 55 miles an hour.
Yeah, with a track temperature at 119 degrees, you're going to see a lot of slipping and sliding out there.
Well, after last week's season opener, Anthony English is our new leader. Brandon Herndon now 5 points behind him in second. DJ Mitzel in third, 7 points back, tied with Rick Seabrands. David Anderson in fifth, 8 points behind. Kelly Dahl in sixth, 9 points back. Michael Coe in seventh, 10 points behind. J.D. Crow in eighth, 12 points back. And then we got a tie for 10th or 9th here, Mark Mann and Ben Peterson, both with 13 points each behind the leader, Anthony English. Dwayne?
Yep, David Booth is currently 11th. Daniel Jackson 12th. They actually got a tie for 12th with Tyler McWhirter. Daniel Harrington is 14th. David Overstreet is 15th. Joseph Burton 16th. 17th is Russell Hancock. Chris Akers currently 18th. 19th is Donald Bennett. And there's a tie for 20th between Stephen Herman, and last year's winner, Paul Savant.
Yeah, just that close. It don't take much. Yeah, Paul got wrecked out there at the very end, and he did not have a good finish. So, man, he's going to be on the comeback trail tonight. You can bet. Well, sorry about the time on the broadcast there, folks. I had messed that up big time. I apologize about that. Golly, I can't believe I messed that up that bad. It's a rookie mistake on that one. The difference in the time, I guess, is what it was. So
that's okay. We're here now.
That's right. We are here now. Well, I'm kind of. I've heard a lot of bad stories about these Xfinity cars on super speedways, since the last couple of builds. But I don't know. Have you heard anything bad about them, Dwayne, or am I all wet on
them? Well, the handling, they've changed a little bit on super speedway tracks. They're not as stable in the draft as they used to be. Like, you'll find yourself you're trying to hold the wheel one direction and the car's wanting to bounce around on you a little bit, especially at older tracks where the surface isn't as smooth. But it's not terrible, but it's something to adjust to from recent builds.
Yep. Oh, there's a big pile up.
Get it out of your system now, boy.
That's right. Well, it should be a good race here. Last week's race was pretty good. They started the season out in the Cup cars. Each week they change up. I was looking at the file that he sent me here earlier today. Shows next week they go back to Daytona in the trucks for 75 laps. And then it'll be back to Talladega for the K&N cars. And then back to Daytona again with the Xfinity cars. Then back to Talladega with the trucks. And then Daytona with the K&N. And then they're back to Talladega with the Cup cars. So it'll be, they've got it jumbled up pretty good here. And the last one before the chase starts is Daytona with the Xfinity cars. And the chase starts with the K&N at Talladega, trucks at Daytona, Xfinity at Talladega, Cup cars at Daytona. It changes it up pretty good. That'll be the final race. Cup cars at Daytona. That'll be awesome.
Yep, sounds like a good mix. Should be fun to watch.
Hey Dan, how you doing? Oh, you're not going to be able to make it back, huh? Storms? Said Storms knocked out his powers. Dang.
Yeah, he was having connection issues all throughout practice.
Yeah. That's a bummer. I don't know. I don't see... Kelly Dahl was in here. Oh, yeah, okay. He's still in here. Okay. I don't track right now other than Dan. And right now it looks like we got about 29. Well, if we don't count Dan, 28 drivers right now.
Decent sized field, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's kind of bummed, Daniel, because man, you were ran good last week. It's going to be kind of weird not to see you up there in the front this week. Right now, David Booth has the top spot. Jesse Unruh in second. Donald Stewart third. Paul Servant fourth. And Rick Seabrands fifth. Watch out for those two right there. Paul Servant and Rick Seabrands. Man, I'll tell you what, they ran excellent last week. It was just a shame that they got caught up into that stuff there right toward the end of the race and got damage on their cars, and neither of them finished very well. Rick did, yeah, he did pull out of fourth place. But unfortunately, Paul did not.
Yeah, and that's hard to defend a championship starting from that far in the hole, but if anybody can do it, he can.
Yeah, it's only race one.
Right?
You know, this is race two, so be all right. All right, well, folks, we're going to step away real quick here and play the national anthem. We'll be back in just a minute.
fights you and me. The name of the fray, we are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, yeah, for the land of the free, and the home of the
All right, we're back, folks. Qualifying's just getting started. And everybody's out on the track. Single car qualifying right now. And we are missing one of our guys here, Daniel Holloway, but he is in chat. Hey, John. Yeah, I think, Joe's in here. He just was having trouble getting into TeamSpeak, I guess, John. So I told Chris, he's going to get with Todd about it, but to get the actual numbers, the number IP for TeamSpeak, he'll have to go to his control panel with the server and get that number IP and send that to Joe, and that should work. As long as he has the number IP in the port, he should be able to get in. Hopefully he'll be in next week. I'll kind of keep on Chris about getting that.
Looks like we have a couple other guys having connection issues as well. TJ Buck and Dan Harrington are both having quality issues.
Uh-oh. Boy. Well, there is a lot of, with this heat and stuff and all the, there's some storms around and stuff. Oh, I don't know. Could have something to do with it right there.
And the warm-up lap times come in.
There you go, Mark Mann to the top. And David Booth just beat that. Now Brandon Herndon. Joe Sanders. Tim Williams.
And Williams temporarily to the top of the board.
Eddie Crow to second. This is just her first lap.
There's a throwback scheme on Pondo Co's car, the old Hardy's Days of Thunder.
Yep. Chris Akers second on the board. Mark Mann's got the pole right now.
And technically they're tied. They have the exact same qualify time.
Yes, they do. Look at that. Oh, they just got knocked off. David Anderson. There's no surprise. I have not seen Paul Servant on the track yet. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's coming. I think he's coming around to take his second lap now. So let's see what Paul Servant can do. Luke Gray to the top of the leaderboard.
Is that a surprise, really?
There's Paul
Not
Servant. There he
Especially,
is.
I've noticed he has a bad race. He's usually on the pole the next race, bouncing back.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see if we can get him up here. He's on his cool down here. Paul Servant, you got a copy. Paul?
Yeah.
Man, nice lap right there. That was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I like Dega.
Well, I think you're on the comeback trail from last week. I know that was a heartbreaker for you last week, but you know it was only race one.
Yeah, a lot of new guys. We got
Yep.
to figure out who we're going to want to race close to and not want to race close to. It's a learning experience here for 2-3 races.
Yep. All right, I'll let you go. I just wanted to yak at you and congratulate you on that pole. That was a pretty awesome lap.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
Now watch, he won't hold on to it. Oh, right now, David Overstreet's out there. He's putting down...
He's not going to make it back around, though.
Nope, he's not.
All right, well, he does grab the pole, Paul Servant. Nice. Very nice lap. Okay, let's run down through the starting grid here. Paul Servant taking the pole at 53.314. Congratulations to him for grabbing that. Luke Gray will start on the outside of the front row in second. Dana Osborne third. David Anderson fourth. Jesse Unruh fifth. Mark Mann will start sixth. Chris Akers seventh. Kelly Dahl eighth. Brandon Herndon ninth. And Pondo Ko start 10th. Wayne?
Rick Sybran's 11th. Lynn McNeese 12th. JD Crow 13th. Daniel Jackson 14th. Chris Whitaker 15th. Donald Stewart 16th. Anthony English 17th. Tim Williams 18th. 19th is David Booth. And Joe Sanders rounds out your top 20. Rudy?
All right, David Overstreet 21st. Daniel Holloway 22nd. If Daniel makes it back, we don't know if he's going to or not. Andrew Pienta? Pienta, it is. We'll start 23rd. Ben Peterson 24th. Dan Harrington 25th. Jody Burton starting 26th. Stephen Herman in 27th. Todd Poston way back in 28th position. Don't count him out. Russell Hancock 29th. EJ Buck 30th. And Ryan Honeycutt riding shotgun here 31st.
Large field should be an interesting race.
Yes, sir. Oh, the track's Talladega. It says right in the description there, D-Cron. Running the Xfinity cars at Talladega. If you look right at the description of the video. All right, so we're ready to go green flag racing here next time by. Luke Gray there with the green dinosaur car, Sinclair Oil up on my side. Bunch of them were caught up in that wreck there, late wreck last week, and that's why Luke Gray and Paul Servant did not finish well. There was quite a few guys that did not finish. The guys that were up front, Chris Akers, Donald Bennett, these guys were all up front, and they all got tangled up together. It was a mess. 2 green, white checkers. Looking at tonight. They do have 2 resets, just in case somebody gets damage on their car. They can't go to pit road. But the secret is try to save them. At least try to save them for the second half of the race, or something. But if you do have too much damage, yeah, you definitely do want to get them fixed up, because you're not going to be fast in the draft. Not that car being fast enough to draft. Well, Dwayne, I'm going to let you have the honors and get them going here, brother.
All right, will do. Pace car is leading him down, and he's going to duck off. Paul Servant's going to have to bring him all the way down through the tri-oval before they get the green.
Green.
Green is out. They are underway here at Talladega. Both lines get a good start. Luke Gray hanging tough on that outside, but Paul is determined to lead that first lap.
No, you can bet.
Plus, he's got a teammate right behind him.
Yeah, watch out for that high side because those two are teammates up there. Luke Gray and David Anderson. Yeah, those two are teammates. That looks like Dan Harrington made it in, but Daniel Holloway has not. The 30 drivers will be taken to the track then. No, this is going to be a drag race to the line to see who's going to lead the first lap, but it looks like Paul Servant's got a pretty good lead this time. Dane Osborne pushing the heck out of him. And
he will lead it.
Bonus point for Paul Servant.
Going to be curious to see. Yep, I was just about to say it. Here they go, ducking out.
Yep.
They want to run in the back. This is not a surprise at all.
No, they're going to go back there with their teammates and try to get them up through there. So now that Paul's led that lap, Dana go to the back. I'm kind of surprised Dana didn't stay up there, though, and yet try to lead a lap. But Luke Gray's going to grab a lap here with a lot of help from David Anderson. Look out on the outside there, Mark Mann working at it. He's coming alive here. Michelle says it's sweater weather. It's only 107 there in Arizona. Need a sweater, huh?
Yeah.
Dang. Chris Akers. Look at this. Pretty up to 6th place. Hondo Co. coming into 7th. Hondo in that throwback Hardee's car. Days of Thunder.
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool looking car. Brandon Herndon in at 8th. JD Crow now 9th. JD's teammates with Luke Gray and David Anderson. I do know that. And Brandon Herndon. Guys all on the same team together. Two of them up front and two of them in the back. Or, well, not in the back, but back a ways. That inside line seems to be working pretty good right now.
Yes, it is.
With them hot temperatures, I'm really kind of surprised at that, really.
It track's up to 120 right now. That is a hot track.
Dang, I'm telling you. I can feel the heat coming off my screen. It's so hot. Kelly Dahl goes into 6th. Kelly, I don't know if Kelly's got a team that he's working with or not. He is in with TJ Buck and Dan Harrington, but if those three are working together, Dan just got on the track, and TJ Buck is in 17th. He's back a little ways. He is not in the Captain Crunch car? What? He may not have that Captain Crunch paint for the Xfinity cars. A big blinker there. Joe Sanders. And there he goes again. He's just blinking out again. That's hard to get somebody to work with you when you're blinking out like that.
Yeah, a lot of guys having quality issues here tonight, and it's kind of surprising, actually.
Could be a server issue, maybe. Ryan Honeycutt from 31st, started dead last on the field, up to 19th. He's moving to the front.
And they're going 3 wide.
Yes, they are.
And Penderson taking it 3 wide.
Yep.
He's got a little help from Ryan Honeycutt.
Well, it's about the only way you're going to be able to move here is, you got to take that chance and go 3 wide. But I don't know. Might be a little early for that. Because it just seemed like it didn't work out for them. Now they're going to have to fall back in. Peterson's going to go to the back. Honeycutt will get by him and go into 18th. Now he wants to go to the high side. Oh, boy. Okay, now they've got a crew up there. Oh, yeah, look at this. Pondo Co takes it to the high side. Wow, they got a big run there. JD Crow pushing them. JD trying to get up there with David Anderson and Luke Gray. We have a caution.
That is not going to work.
We got a caution
in the back.
Oh, my gosh. Lynn McNeese, Ryan Honeycutt, I think, was the one that was caught up in that. Let's go check it out here. See what happened now. And him and Peterson looked like they were going to go to the high side. There was more cars up there, too. Had a good run going there. Oh, he got into the wall. He got into the outside wall. Honeycutt did. He just drove into the wall. Nobody hit him. But then after he bounced off the wall, then Peterson got into him. He come down, took out Joe Sanders. And Joe's going to hit the wall hard along with Russell Hancock. Oh, man, them guys hit that wall hard.
Wow.
All right, so first caution out on the track, folks. Well, it was a little early for their pit stops, but they'll come down pit road, I'm sure, because they can only get about 18 to 20 laps on the tank of fuel. They're only running 50% fuel. So they've already got 8 laps on their tire. Yeah, they're going to come to pit road. We may not see any tire changes, or we may more likely only see 2 tires. Kind of my thought on it, anyhow.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd probably do fuel only. Especially this early in the race. You only got 8 laps on your tires. They don't really wear out here.
Yeah.
About to find out.
All right, Luke Gray, David Anderson out first.
Looks like a lot of guys fuel only.
All right, who do we want to talk to first? I'll let you take care of that.
All right. Well, let's talk to the leader. I just gotta find him.
Down toward the bottom.
There he is.
I've got them turned down so low I can't hear
Luke
them.
Gray, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
This is Dwayne in the booth. Right now, you went into pits first, came out first. How's things looking out there for you tonight?
Dwayne, it's great. I think everybody's just taking it easy right now, settling in, and we're going to mix it up here pretty soon. We're going to make it exciting for you, I promise.
All right. Well, right now, you're looking at a track temperature of about 120 degrees. Are you feeling it out there at all?
No, it's real stable. Speeds are not real high. It's an easy drive. There are no excuses tonight.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on it for you, and good luck.
All right, Dwayne, appreciate it. Tell Rudy we said hey.
I'm here. Good luck, Luke.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, going back live here, and we are about to get back underway here. Let's see, we're going to be restarting on lap number 11 after the first caution blew there on lap 8. Things have changed
Not
up.
much change off of pit road. Just about everybody came out where they went in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, good news for a few guys who were involved in that accident, they do have 2 quick repairs tonight, so they will at least have that available for them. Okay. Okay. Now we've seen a little bit of 3 wide already tonight. Should be interesting to see how much more we're going to see. The line to watch, I would say, would be the outside line with Cricket Sakers in second. All right, pace car is about to duck on off here again. And Luke Gray is going to bring him down to the restart zone.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is back out. They are out again. Inside line got a great restart there. Luke Gray will maintain his position over David Anderson, who's going to now drop back to possibly third. Hondo Co moves up on the outside with Chris Akers. They're going to be pushing, see how if they can get by. The outside line hasn't come in yet. We'll have to see if they're going to make that work. How long it's going to take for that to come in. So far, no go. Now David Anderson making a move on the outside. Luke Gray at the line, but here comes the outside. David Anderson still holding strong on the outside line. It's like rush hour traffic at almost 200 mile an hour. Chris Whitaker looking to make it 3 wide. He's got help with JD Crow. See how far that gets him. Anybody gonna come up? No.
Well, pretty good racing so far there, Dwayne. I'll tell you what, these guys are putting on a pretty good battle up here in the front.
Absolutely. They've been side by side since the restart, and it shows just how good they are at getting around this place.
Jesse Unruh, another great pusher. I'll tell you what, there's part of that team right there too. David Anderson, Luke Gray, and Jesse Unruh. Those guys working together. They're looking for a couple of their other teammates there. Let's see, Brandon Herndon, I know, is part of their team, and he is way back in 10th. And who's the other one? JD Crow. Yeah, JD Crow. Now, JD is in 8th. So if those two could get hooked up, they could go back up to the front.
And David Anderson actually led that lap.
Yep, Hondo Co. He's part of their group now. Hondo's a great racer. I'll tell you what. I've seen him in other leagues. Great racer.
Chris Akers taking it 3 wide for 3rd.
Yep. And I think he chickened out on that. Looks like JD says, nah, you better come back down here. But looking up on the high side, here comes Todd Poston. He ain't afraid to do it.
Nope. They've been flirting with it ever since a restart.
Oh,
just
man.
Haven't got enough drivers up there yet to make it worthwhile. Akers goes to the outside again.
Yeah, see, Tim Williams has got his Christmas colors on there. You see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Red, white, and green, and yeah. Black, yeah. That's Christmas car pulled out a little early. It's Christmas in July. That's what's that say on it? Canadian Tire. Yep. Tim's a heck of a good guy. He just can't. He is one of them guys that no matter what he does, he's in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he gets caught up in something. So I hope and pray that does not happen to him tonight.
I've been in that situation myself.
Yep.
I know what he's going through.
Here goes Anderson again. That big push on the outside.
And he'll lead another lap.
Part of Luke Gray's team. Luke's led 14 laps so far, the most of anybody. That's pretty awesome.
And I'm sure David's thinking if I could just get him clear and get down there, we could hook up. But you know how I feel about that. Keep the outside line. That's where you want to be.
Yeah. Even Herman, 7th place for Steeman. And here comes the outside line here. Ben Peterson bringing the outside crew with him. Chris Whitaker, last season's champion at NSRA.
Donald Stewart in tow as well.
Not this series, but in the NSRA regular super speedway series on Sunday night. That was Chris Whitaker winning actually last Sunday night. won that championship. And congratulations to him for that.
Absolutely.
Dan Harrington now is back on the lead lap. He was, if you remember, he was almost a lap down.
Yeah. That caution helped him out quite a bit.
Yes, it did.
Chris Akers moves up again. He wants a piece of this. 3 wide action.
Yeah, he's seen Brandon up there, or Ben Peterson up there, and he's okay. We got somebody that is a taker here. Let's go.
They're slowly making progress. They're getting about a car length and a half on the leaders every lap.
Here they go. They're coming up through now. Look at that big run he just got.
Hey, if they could get a couple more cars up there, they would be flying by this leader.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
I know. They're making it work. Here they come. And we are 3 wide for the lead here at Talladega.
Big surprise there, huh?
Well, it's early in the race, it is.
Riding along here with Ben Peterson. This is what it looks like, 3 wide up here. Oh, a little bump there on Chris Akers. You hear him lift off the gas every now and then. He's trying to keep in check so he doesn't like just run all up, over Chris Akers there. But most of the time he's just staying right in it. And lost a little bit of ground now, right up through the middle. JD Crow. He's looking to try to make something happen up here. He needs to get up here with his teammates, Hondo Coe, Luke Gray, and David Anderson.
I tell you what, they're making it look easy, but hanging out there on that outside line like they've been doing lap after lap, that is hard.
It is.
You gotta make sure you're not running over the guy in front of you. Make sure you're leaving yourself enough room to hit the wall. Make sure you're not running into the guy on the inside of you. It's white knuckle up there to run the way they're running.
It is, very much so. Well, we've seen Paul Servant up there and led the first lap, and then he went to the back here with his other teammates. He's got Daniel Jackson and Dana Osborne back here, and they're staying way back away from these guys.
They're waiting for something to happen. Yeah, I don't blame them.
They're waiting for the big one. All right, back up front here, David Anderson continuing to pick off a lap here and there. Got some bonus points and much needed bonus points too. Luke Gray not even in the top 20 in points, so Luke definitely needed those ones. Luke he leads another lap. How about Mark Mann? Now he was another one that got caught up in that stuff last week and didn't have a good finish. He's up
on a
here
good show today.
Yes, sir. Good job for Mark.
I tell you, I got to say I'm impressed with this group on the outside, holding their own.
Yeah.
With just a 3-car group all the way out there against the wall.
If they had 1 or 2 more guys up there, boy, they'd be motoring.
They would.
But we got a champion sitting up here, Chris Whitaker. He wasn't last season's champion over at NSRA for nothing, man. That guy, he did a phenomenal job. Not only did he win the championship, he won the race too last week. That kind of put icing on the cake,
Absolutely.
Great place at the right time to take that lead, and I'm going to tell you what, that was one hard-fought battle all the way to the bitter end.
David Anderson works his way to the bottom line.
Yep.
Right behind his teammate there. We got Pondo Coe now leading that outside lane.
Pondo, part of their team, wants to lead a lap here. He needs some help, a little bit more help from his teammate there, JD Crow.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how separated these guys are actually getting right now.
Yeah, I think everybody's really afraid to overheat their car right now. because it's really hot. Don't forget how hot that track is right now and how much heat that's producing on these cars.
True.
There was a race that I did the other night that, gosh, they could only push about half a straightaway because it was so hot. The air temperature was so hot. And it was just making these cars get super, super hot. But that was the Cup cars. They're coming up on lap traffic here already. That is Russell Hancock just ahead of the leader. I'm kind of curious to what he's going to do, being they are 3 wide. Do you think he'll just get off the track?
I'd hope so. I hope somebody's told him they're 3 wide.
Yeah, I think that would be the safest thing for him to do right now. Just get off the track and let them all go by. No, he's going to go to the high side.
This is going to get tight here. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. There's going to be some left.
This is where accidents happen. 4 wide to avoid them.
Oh, my gosh.
That broke up that top line.
Oh, and he gets into the wall, too. Oh. He's going to just keep it in the wall, it looks like. He should have just went below the yellow line. He would have been safe. No damage on his car, and everything would have worked out just perfect. But now he's got damage. And he's lost so much momentum.
Tell you what, the biggest loser out of that was Peterson.
Peterson,
yeah. I don't know why I couldn't get that name out. But he's dropped all the way down to 27th and in danger of losing the draft.
Yeah, because he was behind him and just could not, you know, he couldn't go left because there was cars there, and yeah, that's too bad for him.
Now he's go right for the wall.
Nope. And it looks like we got a brand new leader, JD Crow, trying to lead a lap. Hondo Co on the inside.
Hondo Co did lead that lap.
A bonus point for him. Now JD needs to lead a lap. Boy, that team, all except for Brandon Herndon, all that team has led a lap. If he leads us.
Oh, he did not.
I don't think he did not. No,
and Harrington led that lap.
Yeah. Wow, big push from Chris Akers there and put Dan Harrington in the lead. JD's probably sitting there going, doggone it, I wanted to lead that lap.
I got to do.
Yeah.
Well, look out. Here comes Chris Akers.
Working with Chris Whitaker.
Big head of steam for Chris Whitaker.
Oh, and he dropped it to the bottom and let Chris Whitaker out there hanging to dry. Oh,
man, I don't know if I'd have done that.
No, these guys got memories like elephant. You know, I mean.
Oh yeah.
You know, they remember. Hey, you know, remember when I pushed you to the front and you dumped me off, and then I went clear to the back of the pack? Well, here we are, opposite now, and you know, no, I don't think they're that way. But he is going backwards now. JD Crow gets by him. Brandon Herndon's right there. Now Brandon can get hooked up there. He comes over in front of his teammate Luke Gray.
Look out, lap traffic.
Oh, yep. And he gets out of the way. That was good. That was, I think that was Joe Sanders. Yep, Joe Sanders. And he did not get that damage fixed up. What?
Wondering if he knows there's 2 repairs. Oh, we got guys ducking off. Pit time.
Yep. Akers coming in. Oh, and oh no, Pondo Co hit the cone. That's going to be that's unsafe at pit entry. Oh, that's a 15-second penalty, I think, on pit road.
We might. I wonder if this. Watching Joe Sanders right now, he actually blew his motor. It looked like. I wonder if he can get it around without causing the caution.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, Harrington in the lead.
See if these guys stay out another lap, or who comes down this time.
Yep, they're coming in.
It's like everybody else is coming this time. Pit road is going to be a busy place.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, there's a pack of them coming in there.
3 wide on pit road. There's something you don't say every day.
Yeah. True. That is true. That's a big pack of cars. Yeah. Kelly Dahl got a little too close to the wall. Oh no. Gonna back up, pull ahead, back up. And now he can't find his pit stall. Oh
That's
man.
a tough feeling right there.
Yes, it is.
I've been in that situation myself.
When he slid in there, he slid right up against pit wall. Well, he's going to go ahead and do a 4-tire change as long as he's there.
Looks like by the time this cycle's out, David Anderson's going to be your leader.
Right now, Rick Seabrand's the leader, and Chris Whitaker. Is that a lap car? No. Yeah. That's Pondo Co. working with him. So Pondo is something right here.
Ian scored 27th. Last car on the lead lap.
That ain't right.
Not sure what happened to him. Oh, he had that penalty on pit road.
Yeah, that's right. He did. So, yeah, he's just ahead of the leader right now. That's right. Yeah, that's that extra 15-second or whatever it was penalty that he had to serve. Yeah, he was...
That's what happens when you hit the cone.
Yep, he was on pit road almost a full minute. Oh, my. So he's just going to get out of the way and let the leaders go, and hopefully a caution comes out and he get back on the lead lap. But we're creeping up on the halfway mark now.
Now, the only thing he's got going for him right now is he is the only car one lap down, so he would be the free pass.
Paul Servant coming up on the outside here, working with David Anderson, Luke Gray, Jesse Unruh. That's a deadly combination right there. Them 4 cars in a row like that, look out.
Absolutely.
Shoo. And I'm telling you, 4 absolutely amazing drivers on these super speedways.
It looks like Chris Akers may have had some problems on pit road. He's 21 seconds behind these guys in 25th place.
Yeah, he did
Kelly
have
Dahl.
some problems. Yep. Did. He's yeah, him and Kelly Dahl working together. 22 seconds behind that lead pack, about a half a lap behind. Paul Servant takes it to the bottom. He led that lap. David Anderson coming up on the high side, Luke Gray. And I think these guys are just, I think they're trying to feel this out, how much they can push right now. I don't think they really know how much they can push without them cars overheating.
Right. Well, that, and you're also trying to feel the guys around you out. New season, new group of guys running around. You want to know what you can and can do, especially if it's a guy you haven't worked with before.
Right. Well, most of these guys up in the front right now have been together many times.
Right. So Russell Hancock, he just ducked off into pit road and hits the inside pit road wall.
Oh, man. And it looks like Joe Sanders took his car behind the wall. Oh, man.
Yeah, he blew his engine, I believe.
Oh, what? He must not even known they had a quick repair, 2 quick repairs. Because he surely didn't use both quick repairs, I wouldn't think.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Maybe one, because I think he did get his car fixed up. Hey, Mrs. Lombard. Yeah, we're doing fine. Thank you. And yeah, happy Friday to you, ma'am. You did. I think Paul Servant led that lap. Yeah. Well, that was close too at the line. Now this car here, this is a big breakaway here. Let's see, they got Daniel Jackson and Daniel Jackson, yeah. Okay, then it's About 6.5 seconds back to Ben Peterson.
Yeah, he's got a decent group there with him.
Yep. Yeah, well, they need a caution here right now to get this field caught up. Because
Yeah, we're pretty
got,
spread out right now.
Yeah, we got too many good racers that are back here 6.5 seconds. Ben Peterson, Stephen Herman, Brandon Herndon, J.D. Crow, Todd Poston, and Tim Williams. These guys are way too good to be 6.5 seconds back.
Right, and then you go 5 seconds back from them, and you got Anthony English, Len McNeese, David Overstreet, David Booth, and Dana Osborne.
And Len McNeese, that battle last week there for the NSRA Sunday Night League, Len McNeese was in the running for the championship, and he almost won it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was him and Chris Whitaker battling for the championship right at the very end. It was like, oh, it was an awesome race. T-Brand sitting in third. Arnold Stewart, Super Speedway master. The guy's a master at super speedways. And I'm shocked he is up here now in 7th place with this front running group here. I'm kind of concerned that maybe something happened back there with Chris Akers. Maybe he did a 4-tire stop, but I don't know. Dana Osborne just took his car behind the wheel. What? Aw.
Wow, I wonder what happened.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know why these guys are dropping out.
Well, he's reconnected.
Don't know. And Andrew Pienta. Okay, he must have just blinked. Yeah, he just blinked out there. TJ Buck back here with them. And we're working with Jody Burton. Krispy Kreme car. As they're way off the pace. Andrew Pienta is right there with them. Barely hanging on to the draft right now. He doesn't have anybody behind him to help him. So they're trying to catch up to, looks like they're closing up on, no, they're not. I'm sorry. They're 7.5 seconds behind this. All right, so Luke Gray up front, Jesse Unruh, David Anderson, Rick Seabrands. And they come down. Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
They kind of freaked out David Anderson there a little bit. Did you see that?
He
was
lifted.
like, whoa, what the heck?
Stacked everybody else up.
Holy smokes.
Talk about accordion effects.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
You
scary.
saw the 98 of Rick Seabrands get out to the outside. He's like, I don't want any part of what's going on up here.
He comes back here with Paul Servant, Daniel
Not
Jackson.
a bad place to be.
Hondo Costo hanging with these guys, even though he is a lap down now. He's keeping himself in the hunt here for if a caution comes out, he would be the lucky dog.
Yes.
Get back on the lead lap. I don't know. We may not see a caution for a while because
They're so spread out.
Yeah, they're so spread out. Second group, Stephen Herman, leading. Todd Poston. Guys just keep losing more time. They're 8.4 seconds behind the leaders now.
Yeah.
8.5. They're losing time. And you know, the sad part of it is they look more organized back here than that front group do. That front group is like all busted up here. You know?
Yeah.
But there's just more cars in it. I guess that's what's making them so much faster.
Dan Harrington ducks down for the lead, and Chris Whitaker gets left out to dry for the second time this race.
Oh man.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he's gonna get tired of that.
Mm-hmm.
And say, hey, wait a minute. Next time, take me with you, or I'm not pushing you. You know?
Yeah. And I believe the reason the front pack is getting away is they're not as organized, but there's just more of them. So they're running 4 to 5 mile an hour faster than the guys back here who are running nose to tail, just because there's so many of them breaking through the air and making a bigger hole, so to speak.
Now Luke Gray back to the front.
And
Well,
that's a frustrating position to be in. I've been in the position that Stephen Herman's in right now. You're doing everything you can. You're holding your line. Everybody's organized. Yet that group in front of you just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah. Odd, he's watching this from right behind Steven. He's saying, man, we just can't do anything right to get up there and catch up to them guys. Because I know, there'd be nothing more than make these guys happier than to be right up there with them. But with, second round pit stops coming up here probably in about the next 3 or 4 laps, that's probably going to change things up even maybe a little bit more, because we might see some of these guys even get broke up more.
Wouldn't surprise me.
We've seen Hondo Co get that penalty for hitting the pit cone there, the commitment cone, and that is I think it's a 15-second penalty if I remember correctly. It might be a 30. I think it's a 15.
Yeah.
So Chris Akers not having a good pit stop. Him and Kelly Dahl back there working together, and they are now 37 seconds in the lead pack.
Now I'm wondering if maybe Chris forgot to turn off his tires and took 4 tires.
I don't know. He was on pit road 23 seconds.
That's
that's
a little
quite
more than a full 4 tire change.
Yeah. Unless he got a speeding penalty and he just took fuel only or something.
That's possible.
Yeah. Hard to say. I guess the only way we'll find out is when we ask him, if and when we do. David Anderson back up front. You guys can push for a while till they start getting hot, and then somebody's got to change. And I seen the other night a group doing this, and what they were doing was I call it that swap draft. The guy when the guy in second gets hot, okay, the guy in the lead pulls out and lets him go by, and the leader, he falls back into the back part of the pack.
Well, I don't think he wants to do that right now. These guys are nose to tail. He does that now. He's going from 1st to 10th.
Well, they got pit stops looming here. They should be coming in probably around this time.
Yeah, and
time now.
for these guys in the back, that's all they're hoping, because right now the leaders are nose to tail. That's not what they wanted to see at all. And the distance between 1st and 10th, 1 second.
Now it's going to be all about braking when they come into pit road. Not going to come in this time, but I'm sure probably next time they will. This is going to make 19 laps on this tank. Of course, you got to think about a couple of those were pace laps too. Forgot about that.
Yeah, they'll probably stretch it out. I would say 4 more laps. You'll see them come in. Plus, they've been switching up the lead, so they've been sharing the draft.
And they got to be thinking about this too, that you know, they're still going to have to stop one more time after this.
Well, absolutely. There's no way. I don't think anyone could make it to the end from here.
No.
It would be a stretch. Some guys might be trying it. It's a 70-lap race. We're on lap 48 now. I have a feeling that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it on one stop.
Right. Well, yeah, and they could if they can make it a couple more laps around here, and that'll put them in the window. Probably about what, 3 more laps? Yeah, 3 more laps, and that'll put them in the window. Be able to make it. If they can make it 3 more laps, that's the whole thing.
That's the big question.
Looks like the guys behind them here, Stephen Herman and these guys, they're going to kind of try to do the same exact thing. Everybody's going to be on that same fuel strategy, so you know, that's where we're not going to see a whole lot change as far as position on the track. It's just going to be if somebody makes a mistake coming to pit road and they lose, you know, the group that they come in with. Here they come.
Yep.
Oh boy. So I don't know. Maybe. Boy, I don't know. This is going to put them on the edge. I don't know. I really don't know what to say right now.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, this is going to put them really, really close.
I would at least try to go 1, maybe 2 more laps myself, just to try to make sure I've guaranteed I've got enough. I mean, draft does play a factor in this, but we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah. Well, they gave the lead back to Dan Harrington, Donald Stewart, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands. Uh-oh. Ooh, what happened? Dan Harrington just... What the heck happened there? Well, he come off a pit, he's going to pit, but something happened. I wonder if he ran out of fuel. I don't, or he might have been close on fuel. I don't know. We still got guys coming off a pit road yet. He might have been running short on fuel. Well, they give the lead to Don Stewart. Don leads the first lap of the race. Now, these guys will definitely be inside that window to make it.
Yes.
They've been out here 21 laps, so I guess maybe all of them will be able to make it, but these guys are pretty much guaranteed now.
Absolutely.
They come to pit road now, they're guaranteed to make it on fuel. They won't be having to worry about pushing the envelope there, you know, too awful hard, and here they come. Won't have to worry about fuel mileage. And this could come down to a fuel mileage race, Dwayne.
Very well could.
If those guys pitted maybe just a lap earlier than they should have, you know, they could have went 1 or 2 more laps maybe. We'll see how this goes. David Anderson and company are coming around here now. Jesse Unruh, Chris Whitaker, Dan Harrington... Pondo Co. Pondo Co's in there. Pondo's still 26th place, a lap down.
Yeah, and it would not be good for him right now if a caution came out, because Chris Akers and Kelly Dahl did lose a lap in that round of pit stops.
Right. But they got back on the lead lap, but they're just ahead of the leaders here a little bit. They got back on the lead lap. They're right at the tail end of the lead lap. Right now, Pondo Co. is the first car lap down. David Overstreet went a lap down.
David Anderson goes back to the lead.
Now, there's a surprise. I'll tell you, he wants to win this so bad. I know he can taste it. You know, he wants to win one of these.
Well, he's in the right spot right now.
Well, he was in the right spot last week, but you know, when you're going too wide like that and you're on the bottom, they're kind of boxed in. There's nowhere for you to go. You can't go high. You surely can't go low below the yellow line to make a pass. You know, so kind of This is a good group of cars. These guys have stayed right together pretty good. I'm impressed.
Absolutely.
Way back, Don Stewart goes to the back of that pack now.
And our group of 10 has become a group of 8.
Yep. With one lap car in there, Pondoco.
Yes.
Actually 9, but he is a lap down.
And there were
So-
several drivers that lost a lot of time on that round of pit stops. You got guys who are over a half a lap down now. TJ Buck, David Booth, Jody Burton. They're all on the tail end. They're begging for a caution right now.
Yeah. Well, Chris Akers and Kelly Dahl are just ahead of the lead pack right now. About 3 seconds ahead of them.
And running about 5 mile an hour slower. That's not
Yeah.
good for them.
Nope. Eventually that lead pack's going to come around here and they will pass them. All they can do is hope for a quick caution here, but I don't know. Like I said before, these guys are spread out so far. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. That second group is 8.6 seconds behind. I don't know. At times it looks like they're gaining a little bit, and then at other times it looks like they're losing a little bit. But I think they're running out of time and laps right now.
They're definitely running out of time. I don't think they'll be in a 5-6 car group. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to be able to catch those guys up front.
Well, they are closing a little bit now. They're down to 7.5 seconds.
And here we go. Battle for the lead. Chris Whitaker trying to get a lap lead.
These guys battling side by side like this is allowing that second group to catch them.
And he's did it.
Yep. Chris
Let's see if
Whitaker.
he leaves anybody out to dry.
Yeah.
A little revenge.
Well, he just might. Mark Mann might get hung out, but, well, he's got people up there to work with him. So.
And he's bringing Mark Mann with him.
Very good.
Rick Sybrand's going to try to get clear on the outside line. He does. Let's see if he stays high or comes down.
He can't come
He likes to
down.
stay high.
He can't come down now. Boy, David Anderson says, man, I just cannot stay ahead of these guys. Well, that's what makes a champion right there. He's waited all this time to make that lead, take up the lead here. Chris Whitaker waited all these laps to get it.
Here comes a push on the outside. Donald Stewart giving a good shove to Rick Seabrans.
Ethan, no, it's I think we had one caution. Been pretty good racing. That second group is closing here. 6.1. Yeah. Oh man, they're coming. They are coming. They're
For the moment, we have 24 cars still remaining on the lead lap out of the 30 that started the race.
right. Chris Whitaker and Kelly Dahl now. I mean, just ahead of the leaders. They're just barely staying ahead of that lead pack. Rick Seabrand coming around. He has led a couple laps today. Donald Stewart, the super speedway master there. One of them that I know.
I think Paul Servant might have something to say about that one. As driver egos go.
Well, that's why I said one of them that I know. Yeah, Paul's good, and LG Whaley. Oh man, that guy's phenomenal at super speedway. At 81 years old, still out there whooping tails.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Jesse Unruh, 6th place.
Don't look now, but our second group has cut it down to 5 seconds. they're trying to prove me wrong.
4.8. Well, they're still not. They can't smell the draft yet. Keep going, and you know, like I said, we thought they were running out of time. Well, sure they are, but they're making some progress here.
They're doing all they can right now.
Like Ben Peterson had to get out there and get a little air in that radiator before he wound up blowing up the motor. He took a wide swing right there.
Yeah, and if you're this group of cars, that's really all you can do is just try to stay together, make up as much as you can. They made up a full second on that lap.
Yep.
They're now down to 3.9 and closing, but they're running out of laps. They've got 10 to go.
Well, once they get within about a second of them cars ahead of them, they're going to feel the draft down. So if they can just make up about another 2 seconds, they'll be in the draft.
Yeah.
So if they got 11 laps to do that. They've made up 5 seconds. They've made up since they all pitted, and that was just 9 laps ago.
Back up front, you got Paul Savant making his move with his teammate. Daniel Jackson pushing him. They got a heavy head of steam coming out.
But once you get to that front like that, it just seems like the car just wants to stall out, you know. It doesn't seem like it right now because there's more cars up on the high side pulling.
And there they go.
Oh,
Paul Savant is your
gosh.
new leader. If he can get back to the line, I think David Anderson has something to say about that, though.
Yep, Anderson coming up on the high side. Him and Jesse Unruh. I'm looking for maybe somebody to come up in front of him. I thought maybe Jackson would, but nope, not going to happen. David Anderson making progress. Here comes a champion here, Chris Whitaker, working with these guys. And guess what? They are almost in the draft here. About less than a lap, they'll be right on top of them. Oh my gosh.
Well, I can admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. I thought they didn't have any chance of getting back up here before the end, and here they are.
That's going to make 14 of them up here battling side by side. These guys, they need to take a breath right now. Once they get up close to that and start feeling it, which they're in the draft right now, now they can take a kind of a breath, you know, and say, man,
I don't think they're going to.
made
though.
it.
You got, what, 8 laps to go?
I mean,
Coming
they
8
made
laps
it.
to go now?
They made it, you know.
I think everybody's in it for the long haul here.
Oh, yeah. Hondo Co, he says, okay, I'm getting out of the way. Let you guys battle it up. That's a big pack of cars, and I'm not going to be in the way of that. That's cool. All the way back to Dan Harrington.
And he's still the first, Chris Akers and Kelly Dahl have still managed to stay out front of the leaders, so he is the only car 1 lap down right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they're just barely staying there. They haven't lost or gained any time.
And here we go, 3 wide. You knew it was only a matter of time.
Oh, yeah.
Now is the time to do it if you're going to do it.
That was Brandon Herndon, but he didn't get anybody to go with him up there.
I have a feeling he'll get a few takers before this race is over.
I'll tell you, those guys are so much fun to race with. I've raced with Brandon and Jesse and Luke, David, and all in that group right there. JD, I've raced with all them guys, and man, I had the best time that I think I've had in a long time racing. Just hanging out and TeamSpeak with them guys was a blast. Well, here they come up on Chris Akers and Kelly Dahl.
Yeah, time finally ran out for these two.
Yep. That's a shame, man. Both of them great racers, too. It was just too bad Kelly missed his pit stall there and just he kind of went right up against the wall, and boy, they can't get there to change the tires, you know. So
yeah.
He had to pull ahead, back up, pulled ahead, backed up, and then they could finally start changing the tires. So that was very costly for him. Brandon Herndon looking to the outside to make it 3 wide. David Anderson to the lead. He drops it in the bottom. He is not going to let Paul Servant get this win, I can tell you. Paul started on the pole. He had the fastest lap out there to take the pole position. Jesse Unruh up on the high side. Jesse Unruh on the high side. That's what he said it's pronounced. Jesse Unruh.
Here he comes trying to lead a lap.
Yeah, he is not led yet today. And if it all else fails, Chris Whitakers is going to do everything he can to try to make that happen. He's got
some takers now. Brandon Herndon on the outside.
Oh,
we are
my
3
gosh.
wide for the lead and 3 wide on back.
Oh, yeah, it's time to go now, baby. Oh, Tim Williams into the wall. Oh, there you go. Tim, no, man, please, no. Tim again.
Well,
not going to finish well.
He keeps it going, but yeah, Rudy, I think you jinxed him, man.
Oh, man, he just can't get a break, you know? Well, Brandon Herndon kind of fell back a little ways, but he's not giving up on that high side. He's got J.D. Crow up there with him. J.D. knows how to get to the front. They need a couple more cars up there. I think everybody's just a little afraid right now. Some of these guys are on some older tires, and it doesn't want to turn well in the corners. Anderson's still hanging on. Man,
Oh, we got another car in the wall.
Oh, no.
David Overstreet, but he has recovered.
I don't even have him on my ticker.
Oh.
Yeah.
He is a lap down.
Jesse Unruh to the lead.
But not for long.
Chris Whitaker now going to take it. Rick Seabrand's just pushing the back bumper of that thing right into the back seat.
I tell you, and if you're Paul Servant right now, you're just waiting for the guy to say clear. Because you're pretty much boxed in right now.
Yeah, he is boxed in. There's just no chance he's going to get the win today, probably, unless these guys get together and wreck out and he makes it through without getting any damage. But let's just hope and pray that don't happen.
Don't count him out yet.
Yeah, we don't want to see a caution now.
No.
These guys have come this far. They do have 2 green-white checkers if they have to use them. 2 to go. They haven't got real crazy yet.
Jesse Unruh
Comes back on the
fighting
bottom.
back on the bottom.
Well, I mean, you got 2 great pushers right here on this front row. Okay, David Anderson, they're second on the bottom, and Rick Seabrand's second on the top. So both of them guys, great pushers. Now, it's who can keep their car the coolest for one more lap? Or is somebody going to just say, you know what, I'm going to push you until it blows up? How many times have you done that?
I've done that quite a bit, and I've blown up.
Yep. All right, 1 to go here, folks. They
It'll
can
be an
make it out
exciting
of...
finish, to say the least, one way or another. Here we go. Oh, there's a wreck.
Oh, no caution yet, no caution. They're off the track.
Guys made it through. Scratch Donald
Whitaker.
Stewart and Brandon Herndon out of the running.
Yep. Oh,
Back
man.
up front, Chris Whitaker trying to make that outside line work. It's going to come down to the line.
And it looks like Anderson pushing it. Who's going to get it? Oh, my gosh. Whitaker is going to get it. He does get it right there. I stopped it right there. Wait a minute. Yeah, Chris Whitaker. Holy smokes. I mean, wow, was that close, huh?
That was very close, especially for second place.
I mean,
Less than 0.05 of a second between
Yep.
first and third.
0.05 of a second. You betcha, man. I'll tell you what, that is crazy right there. Yep. Man, I'm telling you. Well, I'll tell you what, there's probably going to be some guys that are going to be upset about the way that all turned out, but hey, that's racing.
That's right. And one caution, 70 laps. Hey, kudos, guys. Good job.
That's right. All right, well, we'll get these guys down here and talk to them, so hang on, folks. All right, we caught up with third place Rick Seabrands. Rick, man, you guys going 3 wide there for the last like 10 laps, man. That was insane. You guys were going to make it a great show no matter what you did. You took a chance there. Chris Whitaker went high. You stayed in the middle with a little bit of help from somebody behind you there. Can't make out who that was. I think it was Dan Harrington. And you was hoping to get the win, but you just come up a little bit short. 55/100ths of a second.
Man, that's close, man. I was actually just kind of glad he peeked up there a little bit to get this old Jack Daniels Camaro a little bit of air, man. He was really pitching that low line there, which he should have been, man, because he runs a really good line, and that's what got that high line moving up there, man. But we was super hot out there with the track conditions tonight. The temps were really hot, and I think the 44 may have blew up or had something happen there late. I hate that for that team, and they were going to have a good run back to the line there, but all in all, great run for the Alliance Motorsports, Jack Daniels Camaro, and that's back-to-back third place finishes for us, I think. So yeah, we'll take that.
Heck yeah, man. Well, you're coming, fourth in points coming into tonight, and you finished third tonight. This is pretty awesome, man. This is great.
Yeah,
So,
we led some laps, had some good pit stops. We should have a good points today. We might have to reconsider this whole part-time effort that we talked about. We'll wait till we get back to the shop. We'll talk about it over and see what happens next week.
Well, yeah, I definitely would reconsider that. Yeah, because I mean, running this good out here with these guys, yeah, that's you need to reconsider that. Well, what was the racing like out there with them hot temperatures? How much could you push somebody?
I didn't really have any problems at all night out there. I could push, and then I could peek out and get air to the vents and control my temps as much as I needed to. It felt like these cars, it's been a long time since I raced them too, and they just run so well in the draft, as evident there with all that green flag racing. And I think we had 2 green flag pit stops tonight. So, I mean, all the fans at home had to enjoy that. That was some great racing.
Oh, yeah, man. I'll tell you what, it was great. Well, anybody you want to thank for this third place there, Rick?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that does put this stuff on there, Manning Electric. Congratulations again to Chris, all the guys at Alliance Motorsports, all my teammates. We had another great showing tonight, and we're definitely going to talk about next week.
All right, brother. Well, we can't wait to see what's going to happen next week. I think you guys go back to Daytona with the trucks.
Yeah, can't wait. That should be fun. We might have to break out a truck for that one.
All right, buddy. Congrats again.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, you got Jesse Unruh?
I sure do. Jesse, great run. You stayed in with the lead pack most of the race, even led a few laps there. tell us about your race and how everything went.
Yeah, first I'd like to thank Manning Electric and NSRA for putting these races on. It was, as you can see tonight, it was real good racing. They put it on a good show. Team 501, all the guys in the team, we raced really good together tonight. Everybody had good pit stops, good communication, and we were able to control the front for quite a while, which always helps, knowing who you're racing around up there. So.
Yeah, it looked like you guys had the pit stops down pretty good. It seemed like every time you guys came out of pits, you were that much further ahead of the guys in the back.
Yeah, that's one of our strong suits, I think, as a team, getting in and off pit road well together, not getting all spread out.
Well, great run for you, great finish, and who do you got to thank for tonight?
Thanks for Dave pushing me, tried to push me to the end there, but ran out of gas just before the line, so wasn't able to get that W. But all in all, great race with Team 501, Luke, Pondo, JD, Brandon, all those guys. It's great running with them.
All right, well, congratulations. We'll see you next week at Daytona.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I guess we're not going to be able to talk to Chris Whitaker. He did not come into TeamSpeak, but congratulations to him for winning tonight. That's the champion from last season over on the other Super Speedway series, NSARA Speedway series on Sunday night. But he just proved his worth there tonight. He kept that car clean, kept it up there when he needed to, broke away from that draft, and did an excellent job there, Dwayne. Man, you got to give it up to him for that. Sure, he kind of ducked out there, and he could have lost that lead coming to the line like that, because that gave C Brands and Jesse there the chance to maybe take that away from him. But boy, everything worked out perfect for him tonight. So congratulations to Chris Whitaker. Like I said, he's not in TeamSpeak, so we can't talk to him, but wish him big congratulations. So, all right, well, let's run down through the final results here, I guess. All right, Chris Whitaker coming home with the win. Jesse Unruh will finish second. Rick Seabrands third. Dan Harrington fourth. Paul Servant got the top five. Mark Mann sixth. Daniel Jackson seventh. David Anderson did wind up finishing eighth, even though he ran out of gas. Ben Peterson ninth. JD Crow 10th. Go ahead, Dwayne. Sorry.
All right. Todd Poston's going to be 11th. Donald Stewart 12th. Tim Williams comes home 13th. Brandon Heron 14th. Anthony English 15th. Len McNeese 16th. Jody Burton 17th. David Booth 18th. Andrew Penta 19th. And TJ Buck rounds out the top 20.
All right, Stephen Herman 21st. Pondo Code did come all the way up to 22nd. Passed up a lot of guys that lost up there. David Overstreet 23rd. Chris Akers 24th. Kelly Dahl 25th. Luke Gray 26th. Dana Osborne 27th. Russell Hancock 28th. Joe Sanders 29th. Ryan Honeycutt 30th. And Daniel Holloway did not start the race due to connection problems because of storms. So we even seen other drivers having problems out there too. Who was that? Dan Harrington had problems. Actually started on pit road, barely making it into the start, and did go almost one lap down. Excuse me. That caution came out just at the perfect time and kept him from lap down. So, all right. Well, congratulations again to Chris Whitaker for his win here tonight. Thanks for watching, folks. We appreciate it. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if it's your first time here. Dwayne, thank you for helping out tonight. I appreciate it very much, buddy. And
Glad to be here.
We'll see you next time here, but stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.